Dave, we're going to kick it over to him because he's going to, I guess, explain to us Tesla and dogs?
Tesla and dogs. I'm going to circle back to Tesla in just a minute.
Okay.
Stay put.
Okay.
But first, I am going to talk about dogs. They are, after all, America's favorite pet. More than 48 million American households have a dog. Don't tell me cats. No one really likes cats as much as dogs. And as this map shows, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What do you notice about this map? Well, the diversity. We are a diverse country. We're a country about individuality. Some of you love bulldogs. Me? I worship a Cavapoo. There's a different dog for everyone. That is clear. American Kennel Club lists 190 different breeds. But Tesla, they see this country as really only needing 2 breeds. Or in their case, 2 models, the Model 3 and the Model Y. Sure, the Cybertruck is coming someday, but Joe Sixpack is never driving that thing. It is hideous.
Dave does bring up a good point, because if you want to be the next GM, and be even better than them, you need, I think, vehicles that more and more people would be willing or want to buy.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so in this video, I kind of feel a little bit bad. It seems clear that I'm going to be punching down intellectually, but at the same time, I think I get a pass because these folks do have some implied credibility just being part of the mainstream finance media. I think they're fair game, even if there's some discrepancies upstairs. Now, I'm not suggesting I'm super smart. Far from it. I'm just sort of suggesting if you flip that around, nailed it. So we're going to hear from Yahoo Finance a little bit of advice for Tesla on how they can become more like GM, because obviously becoming more like a company that's soon to be bankrupt due to incompetent leadership is exactly what Tesla wants. And believe it or not, there is actually a lesson in today's video. There are people, clearly. Oh boy, this is really hard. There are people today who just still don't seem to understand that more vehicle models, more variety, more choice for consumers means absolutely nothing. I have a serious question. When was the last time you logged onto your Amazon account to buy something and thought, oh damn dude, you know, I really wish the Amazon website looked different for me today. I want a bit more variety. I really need something different here. I don't really care about the fact that I can get something cheaper and faster on Amazon than just about anywhere else. I don't really care about the fact that I've had reliable experiences with... I just want it to be different, please. I'm going to use a different website. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not even going to use Amazon anymore. It's too the same. Not enough variety. Not enough different homepage designs. The logo's the same. The colors haven't changed in 20 years. Amazon. When was the last time you logged on to Google to search for some hot amateur... I think you get the point, right? I think it's fair to say that generally speaking, if a consumer finds a product or service compelling enough, they have a great experience, they love it, it does the job, it ticks the boxes, it suits their needs. It is a rare consumer indeed who has such a strong need for variety, something different, or a way of making a statement about their personality because I don't have the same thing as everyone else, I don't use the same thing as everyone else, that they'll go out of their way to use and or buy a demonstrably inferior product or service just to be different. This is one of the most common arguments I hear from people who are bearish on the future of Tesla. It's not just that the competition is coming, it's that the competition has announced that they're going to have 24 models of electric vehicle competing with Tesla by 2025. And obviously, if Tesla only has a Model 3 and Model Y that are selling reasonable numbers, and another company has 24, that means they have 12 times as many products, right? Therefore, obviously, they'll sell at least 12 times as many vehicles as Tesla does, because that's how it works. So in this video, we're going to watch the folks on Yahoo Finance self-immolate. This will be a fantastic proxy for the way many people who are bearish on Tesla and or shorting Tesla stock think, or maybe don't think, about this particular topic. This is one of those real head scratches. I cannot believe that people think that this is a legitimate line of reasoning. And I'm not trying to be a douche lord here, I'm just pointing out, I really can't fathom how people think through this and think, oh, you know, I've got a really good point. That's a good point, isn't it? Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support.
Dave, we're going to kick it over to him because he's going to, I guess, explain to us Tesla and dogs?
Tesla and dogs. I'm going to circle back to Tesla in just a minute.
Okay.
Stay put.
Okay.
But first, I am going to talk about dogs. They are, after all, America's favorite pet. More than 48 million American households have a dog. Don't tell me cats. No one really likes cats as much as dogs. And as this map shows, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What do you notice about this map? Well, the diversity. We are a diverse country. We're a country about individuality.
Now, while I appreciate the attempt at a logical argument here, I see where this is going. Oh, look, everyone has a different dog, different state, different dog. Obviously, cars are the same, right? Everyone has a different car in a different state, right? But this is going to be a bit awkward, but I have to do it. Sorry, dude. Oh, no. I made a mistake. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I actually think he had a really good point. Look, as we can see here, the Toyota Corolla is only the most popular vehicle in one state, in Florida. Oops, hang on, I started at the wrong end of the... Oh, that's super awkward. Hang on, what's this blue thing? Ford F-Series. Best-selling cars per state in the United States. So if it's blue, then it's a Ford F-Series. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22... 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. How many states are in the US again? Can someone remind me below? Because it appears that of all the states in the United States, a single vehicle model, the Ford F-Series, is the most popular in 29 of those states. If we add the next most popular vehicle, Rams, 29, let's just add these cumulatively. So that'll be 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so 2 vehicles, 2 models, Dodge Ram and Ford F-Series are the most popular vehicles in about 2/3 of all of the states in the United States. So what was that point he was making about variety and dogs and the map of the... Because I don't think that point really carries a lot of weight when you actually look at vehicles instead of dogs. Almost suggests that people have more interest in variety and different reasons for owning dogs than they do vehicles. For some strange reason, I've just ended up on the Apple website. I don't know why I would be here, but while we're here, let's just have a look through some of Apple's trillions and trillions and trillions of different products. Because as we know, more models, more products equals more sales. So as we can see up the top here, it's a little bit small. Sorry, been in the pool, but bear with me here. As we can see, Apple has at least 20 different varieties of laptop. We've got a MacBook Air and a MacBook Pro. Oh, is that it? It's kind of like a performance and just a standard range vehicle, and that's all. And they only have 2 different laptops, and obviously there's different trims, get performance, the long range, or so on. But 2 different laptop models. And how many different iMacs have they got? Oh, that's right. They deleted 27-inch iMac. You can only get a 24-inch iMac today. So they've got 2 laptops, one for performance, and one's a little bit lighter weight. If you don't need the heavy-duty performance, you probably want a smaller laptop. So yeah, makes sense. They've got 1 iMac. They've got a Mac Mini and a Mac Studio and a Mac Pro, and that's it. But it's so weird. I mean, let's click on a Mac Studio.Maybe they've got 20,000 different models of the Mac Studio. Maybe that's how they do it instead. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at the varieties that we've got. Okay, choose your Mac. Seriously, there's 2. That's it. There's 2. Okay, let's try something else. How about a display? I mean, surely they've got lots of different options for displays, right? You got a studio display and a pro display. Okay, 2 laptops, 2 Mac Studios, 1 iMac, 2 displays. It's almost as if Apple, the multi-trillion-dollar, highly profitable company lauded by most and well-respected by just about everyone on the planet for their incredible, compelling products and insane sales, hasn't got the memo that they need many, many, many variations and many, many, many different products. Instead, it's almost as if Apple have done some thinking and thought, okay, what are the categories we need to be in? And how much variety do we need to offer within each of those categories? Well, we probably need some displays. We probably need some laptops, but some people prefer really lightweight and other people need the performance, so got to have some distinction there. Some people who aren't doing intensive video editing probably get away with just a decent computer. Everything's simple and integrated, so yeah, sure, have an iMac. Only one size. But hey, if you want even better performance than that, you'll probably have to get yourself a Mac Studio. It's kind of like an automotive company who thinks to themselves, okay, well, what are the most popular vehicle models on the planet? Compact SUV. Okay, well, we need to nail that. Maybe we'd call it the Model Y, and then sure, a sedan would be okay as well. And yeah, maybe in the future, a pickup truck would be important. And then after that, maybe a van and maybe a compact car, and then maybe we're pretty much done. 5 vehicles dominate the fucking planet. Kind of like Apple with their products. Maybe we should get this guy from Yahoo Finance on the line with Apple so he can explain to Tim Cook and everybody over there that they're fucking up, they're doing it wrong, and they need more models and variety. You know what? Maybe I'm being a little bit unfair after all, a bit premature. He hasn't finished making his point yet. Maybe I've misinterpreted the entire thing. So over to you, Yahoo. You see what I did there?
Some of you love bulldogs. Me? I worship a Cavapoo. There's a different dog for everyone. That is clear. American Kennel Club lists 190 different breeds. But Tesla, They see this country as really only needing 2 breeds, or in their case, 2 models, the Model 3 and the Model Y. Sure, the Cybertruck is coming someday, but Joe Sixpack is never driving that thing. It is hideous.
So you heard it here first, folks. No one is going to buy the Cybertruck because it's ugly. Now, admittedly, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Many people think the Cybertruck is the second ugliest thing that's ever existed. I'm sure you guys can figure out the inappropriate joke pointing out what number 1 is. However, there are many consumers out there who don't suffer from crippling insecurities and aren't trying to status signal or suggest certain attributes and traits they think they can convey in their vehicle, who will look at the Cybertruck and, more importantly, its capabilities, its functionality, its utility, and make their decision based on, does it do the things I want it to do? And I hate to do this to our friend on Yahoo, but how many of the dogs that are the most popular dogs in each of these states happen to look like a steaming pile of shit, ugly motherfuckers? Let's be honest here. There are some seriously ugly looking dog breeds. Is it possible that owners of an ugly dog may not actually care about its appearance, but maybe care about other attributes, like how friendly it is, how well it can protect you in the case of a break-in, how good of a companion? If you're going to attempt to make a logical argument, like look at all these different dog breeds, then you go on to say that no consumer is going to buy a vehicle because you personally think it's ugly, having just pointed out all the different dog varieties out there. This poor guy is just asking for it. I wouldn't be surprised, in fact, I'm almost certain that if you were to ask him, what is the thing women find most attractive about men, he describes something aesthetic around appearance rather than how the guy makes her feel.
Analyst Colin Langan made a similar point on Yahoo Finance this morning. Take a listen.
I think the F-150 is more of a work truck, whereas I think a lot of the Cybertruck buyers, my guess, are going to be more using it for recreational type purposes. So it'll be more of a niche market, at least initially, and we'll see where capabilities on the truck go from here.
Now, I think this is a fair point. Many of the initial purchasers of Cybertruck will be doing so not necessarily because they need it to perform certain functions on a work site or so on. It's not all about the features, functionality, and the utility. However, when these things start turning up at a work site, ugly or not, people are going to talk. Is it that fucking... Holy shit, that is so ugly, bro. It can what? Wait, it can what? Are you serious? Show me. Oh, off. Damn, dude. Wait, how do you buy one? How much are they? Tesla.com, boom, next minute I bought a Cybertruck, even though I think it's ugly. I called this in 2019 in my Cybertruck is Engineering Genius video. When these things hit roads and people see what they can do, aesthetics go out the window. Now, there will be some exceptions. Some people just, absolutely no way I'm driving that thing, man. My penis is too small, I can't be seen in that thing. But I think most people, when they see what it's capable of, if they need a vehicle to do certain things, and the Cybertruck does these certain things better than anything else on the market. Maybe you could hit it with a sledgehammer and no big deal. Drive through gravel, rocks, dust, scrub, bushland, and not scratch off the paint because there isn't any. Get a bit of a scratch, you just buff it out, no problems. Insane torque, insane towing power, built-in air compressor, built-in power outlets, and so on. There's going to be a major shift from people who buy this more as a lifestyle vehicle, aka it's cool and or weird or ugly or whatever, to, damn dude, this is the best thing for my needs. You're going to see a huge change, in my opinion. And Cybertruck is going to eviscerate sales of traditional pickup trucks because it shits all over them in terms of features and functionality, what it can actually do. I accept initially many people are turned off by the appearance of the Cybertruck. Just like everyone I've ever approached in my life takes one look at me and goes, what the fuck? And then the second thought is, wait, why does this dude think it can talk to me? There must be something here. Let me give him a chance.
A niche market is best. Joe Sixpack, or his wife Jane for that matter, they want a golden retriever. They want the Ford F-150.
Today's word is oblivious. Talk about scoring an own goal and not even realizing it. Comes out swinging, big opening point. Look at all these dogs, different state, different dog, lots of variety, dog breeds. Yeah, next minute, but everyone wants to buy an F-150. Hello? Everyone wants a different dog, but everyone wants the exact same vehicle. But Tesla needs lots of different vehicles, even though everyone wants the same vehicle.
And the Lightning, by the way, the EV was the best-selling all-electric pickup in the month of June. It is rolling. Chevy will soon roll out the electric Blazer and later the Silverado pickup. Both Ford and GM have a wide range of EVs that will soon flood the market once the legacy guys shift their full attention to this space, which we are seeing just about every day. Both, in addition to VW and Hyundai, understand that America doesn't want the same car nor the same dog as your neighbor.
Great fucking point. I give up. I can't win. You got me. I'm outsmarted here. I got nothing. He's right. Everyone wants a different vehicle model. That's why this map on screen is showing that visually. You got me.
So while Tesla dominates market share today,
I can't even. This fucking hurts. It actually hurts me to watch this. Apparently, Tesla dominates today. But don't they only have two? Didn't two models? The three in the... But how is... Hang on. What's going on here? I thought that everyone wants a different vehicle model. But if Tesla's dominating today with only 2 vehicle models, then seems to be some more logical inconsistencies with this argument.
Their lack of variety, individuality, and very few products in the pipeline, I think presents a ceiling in the very near future. Am I wrong, Praz?
Well, I'm not Praz, but I will take that question. Yes, you are wrong. Completely wrong. Dead fucking wrong. Embarrassingly wrong. Utterly wrong. And look, this isn't anything personal, okay? I'm just pointing out the insanity of the so-called logic in this argument. The thing that does my head in here is there are many apparently intelligent people out there who think along these same lines. And when I say think, I don't actually mean think. I mean think they thought. Big difference. The thing we must understand here, the lesson in today's video, is so simple. A company need only produce 1 category killer per category to completely dominate. It's all about the Pareto principle, right? If you looked at most automotive manufacturers, I think you'd find that 20% of their product offerings account for about 80% of their revenue and profits. Tesla, instead of being morons going, oh, let's just make the other 80% of shit that doesn't do anything for us and waste time and spreads us too thin and waste resources and counters economies of scale. Instead of that, Tesla's like, well, yeah, let's just not make the 80% that accounts for 20% of our profits. Just fuck that. Let's be efficient and resourceful. That is the path forward. You see, the reason today's automotive manufacturers have so many different models and varieties is because they have to pay and advertise. They have to trick consumers and manipulate consumers into buying the different varieties. If their products were so good, so compelling, they would sell themselves. They wouldn't even need to advertise. And that's Tesla's strategy. Just make a really compelling product per category and win. Instead of making a bunch of shitty products in every category and 20,000 different variations of each of these products and then manipulate and trick people into buying them in completely unrelated matters. Over to you, Rip.
Complexity appeals to stupid people. That may seem harsh, but that's actually the case. Complexity appeals to stupid people.
I don't know why I played that clip. It definitely doesn't have anything at all to do with today's discussion.
Am I wrong, Praz?
Well, I think you're right about the fact that people want variety, and they also want the stuff now, right? The Cybertruck is not here yet. All they offer really is the Model 3, the Model Y, and the X and S, which are very expensive. So I see your point. We want our golden retrievers. We want our Cavapoos. We want all that stuff here. I just want to raise one point about the Cybertruck. I think that it's going to be in a very tough market with that F-150 and the Rivian and the Silverado out there. But Tesla fans are a whole different breed, if you will, and they will buy this Cybertruck, I think, at least in the near term.
Right, but I also think the question, though, for Tesla going forward in order to expand its market share is, does it need to offer more vehicles at a variety of price points, right? When we take a look, and I'm agreeing with you today.
You get the dog
It doesn't
reference.
always happen. I get the dog reference now. But it brings up, Dave does bring up a good point, because if you want to be the next GM.
Yes, if you want to be the next Doom legacy automotive manufacturer with paper-thin margins, a pile of shitty products you need to manipulate consumers into buying, trick them. Oh, you're fat, ugly, and bald. Well, this is the truck you need to buy. This is the vehicle for you because this is the brand for people like you because we told you that's the brand for people like you. Yeah, then sure. More variety. Please. Tesla, I beg you. We need at least 42 different models by yesterday, otherwise you're going bankrupt. The end. Yep. I do hope Tesla really does aspire to be the next GM.
And be even better than them. You need, I think, vehicles that more and more people would be willing or want to buy.
Yes, this is a very good point. And speaking of producing vehicles that more and more people want to buy, as we can see on screen now, obviously Tesla is not doing that. That's why their vehicle deliveries are actually currently declining, not increasing exponentially as per the chart on screen. Could somebody tell Tesla that they're doing it wrong and they should immediately cease production of their compelling category-killing 3 and Y and instead introduce a few new vehicle models immediately? Because obviously it's not as if Tesla has long wait times for the 3 and Y. It's not like Tesla's massively increased prices over the last 18 months on the 3 and Y. And it's obviously not as if people are actually willing to wait and do just about anything to get a Tesla vehicle at this point in time because they need more variety, more models in order to keep selling more and more vehicles.
Or a Ford, right? Where's the Chevy Bolt competitor? That's like $27,000. Why can't Elon Musk make that yet?
Now, let's talk about this. Last I heard, just some rumors on the grapevine, I believe that GM was losing approximately $7,000, $8,000, or $9,000 US per Bolt sold. I mean, yeah, Elon, why can't you sell a electric vehicle at massive losses to virtue signal to the market and to pretend you care about electric vehicles when really it's just a compliance car? You led and it matters. Why can't you do that, Elon? If Tesla wanted to, they could literally start selling a $25,000 electric vehicle tomorrow and they'd make money on it. But they don't need to, so why would they do that? Hence they're not. Now, to be clear, In order for Tesla to go from 1.5 million vehicles sold per year to 10 and then ultimately 20 plus, certainly there will be new models and certainly they will be priced lower than Tesla's current offerings, keeping in mind the insane wait times and the massive price hikes. My expectation, and this has been in my Tesla valuation model since day one, is that at some point, mid-decade or a little bit later, again, Tesla's going to use their brains and go, how many Model 3s and Ys are we producing? What are the wait times? What are the margins? Okay, when do we need to introduce that next vehicle to scale up production from a few million to 10 to 20 and so on? At some point, Tesla introduces a $25,000 vehicle, maybe $30,000 with inflation. It's going to be compact. It's going to be a little bit smaller than 3 and Y, probably a compact SUV, but who knows for sure. And this thing alone will sell probably close to 8 million vehicles per year. Just that model alone. Yes, I'm on the record. Keep me accountable. Following that, toward the later half of this decade, and again, this is all pending on demand and wait times. Tesla knows what they need to introduce and they'll time things accordingly. Should they want to? When Tesla's scale is approaching 20 million units per year, they'll be able to offer a compelling electric vehicle for around $20,000. Obviously, if you introduce a compelling electric vehicle, $20,000, that's comparable to today's Model 3 and Y, in terms of performance, features, functionality, range, and so on. It's $20,000, half the price, effectively, of today's Model 3 and Model Y. That thing alone will probably sell 10, 12 plus million units per year. This is Tesla's strategy. This is how they're going to the mass market. They don't need 420,000 different models along the way. Just need one category killer per category and continue to ramp up scale, delete parts and processes, innovate in terms of manufacturing, and drive their costs down. That's Tesla's path to victory and absolute domination. It's so simple, yet so few people can see or understand this.
I think it's a big question the analysts are asking. And we had a guy on from Cowen today, and he said, I question this 2 million production run rate because he doesn't think the demand is there for the cars they have in the portfolio right now. He called that a stale portfolio.
The question I have, and it is a genuine and legitimate question, is will there be any demand whatsoever for research from this analyst when it turns out that 3 and Y combined sales blast past 2 million, then 3 million, then on to 4 million units per year? I'm going to put it on the record because 1, I'm confident, and 2, I don't mind being held accountable. At some point in the future, Tesla's Model 3 and Model Y sales combined per year will exceed or come close to 4 million units. Give or take. Maybe it gets to 5, maybe it gets to 3.5, somewhere in that vicinity. I can see this today. And that's why I'm so boldly putting this on the record, because it will come to pass.
And they had this massive first mover advantage. Why didn't they diversify the product line?
Complexity appeals to stupid people.
Because Elon Musk doesn't have a dog? I mean, look, I just doesn't understand how diverse and individual our country is.
Is this real life? I mean, again, I'm nothing personal here. I don't want to be too hard on the guy, but bro, you seriously not understand economies of scale, how important it is? Having parts in common, similar processes, not reinventing the wheel 4,000 times, especially when you're scaling up high volume production of a complicated manufactured object. The concept of spreading oneself too thin, trying to do too much at the same time. I'm really struggling to see where he's coming from here, assuming he's thought at all about what he's saying before he's speaking. Maybe that's a big assumption.
I think, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think his plan is you go high first, you get that high margin cars and use it to fund the cheaper cars. And he hasn't been able to fund the cheaper cars just quite yet.
It's pretty clear that Praz actually knows what he's talking about, although I do want to clarify something. As I said earlier, if Tesla wanted to, they could introduce a $25,000 vehicle essentially tomorrow and be selling it for 30% margin. But they don't need to. Again, go back to the insane wait times, huge price hikes on their existing products. Now, I understand that part of the job requirements for working on Yahoo Finance isn't understanding manufacturing, economies of scale, how to build a business, and so on. But I really would hope that if you're going to make a presentation and appear to have a reasonable argument about why Tesla should have done this and not that, you would at least think through these things a little bit and ask some people, hey, why is it that companies that manufacture complicated large-scale objects at scale don't come out of the gates with 24 different products? They all start with one. Why is it that they all do the same thing? Is it because they're not creative? No one's ever thought of, well, maybe you could introduce 12 products simultaneously at the same time when you start your company. Or is there a reason for that?
Yeah, and the production problems that have plagued the company since the start. So we'll see.
Yeah, we certainly will see. Now, it's great that everybody has their own opinion, some of which are grounded in reality, and some are so absurd I had to really restrain myself from just eviscerating the absolute idiocy. But we have to be honest here. This is the same line of reasoning, or severe lack thereof, that many Wall Street analysts, many retail investors out there are going through in their mind. Wait, they've only got the Model 3 and the Model Y? Cybertruck's delayed? Man, they're not going to be able to sell many vehicles if they only have 3 models. They're never going to be the next GM if they do that. So I think I want to conclude today's video by just randomly mentioning a single word: opportunity. I am, of course, talking to the Tesla stock investors who can think a little bit more deeply than everyone has a different kind of dog. And I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. Lastly, don't forget, join Patreon with the card in the corner or the link in the pinned comment. I have a huge variety of content on there. regular Q&A videos, my Tesla stock price targets, and if you really want to go the extra mile and support at the investor level and above, you can also gain access to my Tesla valuation model. So yeah, I've got about 3 different product offerings in Patreon, and clearly I'm doing it wrong and I should introduce more, right? I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, there's a bunch of ways you can support the channel, access exclusive content and perks, and get some free stocks and crypto. Check out the links in the pinned comment below. You can also pick up some Tesla, Elon, and investment themed merch in the merch store. If you want to take it to the next level, join thousands of members on Patreon to gain exclusive access to over 100 Q&A videos, loads of exclusive content, exclusive access to my up-to-date 10-year Tesla stock price targets, and even access my Tesla valuation model at the investor support level and above. So check out the links in the pinned comment below, and thanks for your support. And if you're still watching, you're awesome. I read every single comment on this channel and I really appreciate your feedback. So if you've got any thoughts on today's video, questions, comments, or suggestions for a new video, let me know in the comments below. Check the cards on screen now to browse the merch store, join Patreon, or watch the next video.